How's it going, fellas? Today I'm going to discuss with you guys on why you need to pick up a journal and start journaling every single day, whether that be about your day or whether that be about what you read in your Bible or what you heard in church. Now, I think it's a necessity that you need to take notes in church. I think that's absolutely something you need to do. Also, write it down. Don't do it on your phone because your phone can be a distraction. So for me, I've written down notes at church for the past year. It's such an easy way to pay attention, to listen to what the sermon is, and comprehend everything. When you write stuff down, it's easier to comprehend stuff. So when I write stuff down, it just makes it so much better than me trying to digest everything in my head, because I know that's just not going to work if I do that. But for me, what I'm going to start doing with this, and I ran out of space in my old journal that I've had since first grade, which is wild. That's like 10 years. But I ran out of space on that one. So I just bought a new one, and what I'm going to do is not only take notes at church, which is the only thing that I've done, but I'm also going to take notes on every chapter that I read. So right now, I'm reading about 4 chapters every day. And usually that looks like 2 chapters in the morning and 2 chapters at night. And, I'll cut down on those numbers once I get into more, I don't know, just like, I don't want to say important books because that's the wrong word, but more books that are applicable. Right now I'm in Deuteronomy, and there's some good stuff in there, but it's also kind of just lineage, history, a lot of that stuff. So I'm trying to get through those books, and I'm not saying that those books aren't applicable to everyday life, because there is an application for every single chapter of the Bible, but it's just kind of harder to understand and kind of get it, from it. So I'm going to try and get through those books, and, I started in Genesis, and I'm hoping I'm going to end in Revelation. I wouldn't suggest reading the Bible that way for the first time, because this is my first time reading through the whole Bible. But once you get through the first books, I think it's going to be definitely an interesting read. And I'm also kind of like, I always liked history, so going through all the historical events that have happened in the Bible and in order to, it's very interesting. There's some stuff that I didn't know about, so I think it's good to read through it that way as well. But where I'm getting at with this, I am going to start journaling about what I read every single day, just because when I'm reading through those chapters, it can seem like I'm kind of not paying close attention to what I'm reading. It's, in one ear, out the other, that sort of thing. I feel like I can get into that groove whenever I'm reading the Bible. And have been like posting stuff on TikTok stories of what I get from what I read, but also, I don't know, it just doesn't do the same thing for me. So I'm going to start writing them down, because just writing it in pen and paper, it stays there forever. You're always going to see it. And there's just something about it that is, it's just better. I don't know how to explain it. It's just better. But I'm going to start doing that. What I have been trying to do, and I've been struggling the past couple of days, but I am trying to journal every single day and just kind of go about my day, or talk about my day. And the reason for that is I want to see my progress. I want to see how I progress as not only a man, but also as a Christian. I want to look at how I've gone through certain areas of my life, what happened this day or that day. I want to see all the progress that I make, and I want to see how I've become better. I'm planning to get a little bit better each and every day, 1% better each day. That's really the goal. And if I journal, I think that also helps you to stay accountable in what you do. If you write down your goals, it's much better than just thinking about it. If you just think about it, it's very easy to think about it and then not act on it at all. Like, you can do that with literally everything. Just think about it, be like, oh, that's cool. You instantly forget about it. So that's why I'm going to write stuff down, not only about my day, but also my goals, and not just long-term goals. And I think a lot of people can get caught up on that when they hear the term goals, is they think about the long term. I'm just thinking about my goals for the day usually. So whenever, like a goal for today, I'm going to work out and I'm maxing out on bench. I think it's not like straight bar bench, but my goal for that could be hit 165 or something like that. I don't know where I'm at. I'm starting to get back into working out, as my baseball season just ended. I haven't been able to work out that much, but I hit 135 for 5 last week, so I'm pretty confident I could hit 165, and that would, I think, match my best. So it's like little goals like that, throughout the day, that you can really work toward. And when you write it down, there's more of an urge to go and complete that goal, accomplish that goal. So there's so many good things about journaling that a lot of people just don't want to do. They're like, I don't want to really write stuff down. I don't want to really, I don't know, I'd rather doom scroll on TikTok. I'd rather, do whatever, play Forza Horizon. I'm accountable. That new game just came out and I've been grinding, but that's a lot less important than this, and much less important than this, the Bible right here. So much less important. So journaling just keeps you accountable, and that's the big thing. The big thing is just, I want to be held accountable, and this is such an easy way to do it. And that's also why I started my TikTok thing, where I take a walk each day and post some encouraging word every day, because that also keeps me accountable. Walking is just healthy, it's not rocket science, but also, posting stuff every day, that's such an easy way to do it. In the morning, you get it out of the way. You don't have to worry about it or stress about it. It's so easy to do. I mean, honestly, like, I'm proud of myself for thinking of that. But very, it's not rocket science. Like, a lot of this stuff is so easy, and a lot of people kind of shy away from it because it's like, that's so much work. It's really not. Taking a walk each day, that's 30 minutes, and I do it basically as soon as I wake up. I go outside and walk. Like, it's not that hard. Changing is not that difficult, unless if you are like a drug addict, I guess. I mean, that'd probably be pretty hard, but that doesn't relate to me, luckily. But, sorry, I don't know, kind of getting off track a little bit, but you can also, other ways you can keep yourself accountable, I guess, is, through other people. You tell other people about your struggles and stuff, and I've talked about that. Tell other people about your struggles. They can hold you accountable, and you can hold them accountable, and that's an easy way to hold people accountable. I think that's a good way. There's so many other ways, but at the end of the day, all I want to do is be the best man of God that I can be. That's the end goal. That's all I want. It's just be the best follower of God that I can be. So I hope this was encouragement to y'all. I hope y'all maybe even took some notes on this video, and not just listen to it, say, hey, that's cool, and then not apply it to your life at all. So I hope you do something with this video. Anyways, that's all for me today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.